I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows a case of endometrial hyperplasia with multiple fibroid uterus. You can see the uterus and endometrial thickness is increased. You can see the endometrial thickness is at this point is about 16.9 millimeter. You can see a small mass in the middle portion of the uterus near the interior wall. This is a small mass, semi-solid to solid in consistency. This is the second mass, and both the masses are round to oval in shape or semi-solid to solid in consistency, but have slightly heterogeneous echogenicity. Endometrial hyperplasia on pelvic ultrasound is characterized by homogeneous increase in the endometrial thickness in the majority of the patients. However, endometrial hyperplasia may also cause asymmetrical focal thickening with surface irregularity, which should raise a possibility for malignancy. Biopsy of the uterine lining is a definite test for the diagnosis of endometrial hyperplasia. Women with abnormal bleeding should be evaluated with the pelvic ultrasound. In post-menopausal women, the ultrasound is used to assess the thickness of the lining. Now, symptoms of the endometrial hyperplasia include abnormal vaginal bleeding, including bleeding or spotting between menstrual periods, dramatic changes in the duration of menstrual periods, postmenopausal bleeding, or heavier menstrual blood flow. In some instances, endometrial hyperplasia may precede cancer of the uterus. Now, the normal value of the endometrial thickness is during periods it is 2 to 4 millimeter. Early proliferative phase it is 5 to 7 millimeter. Late proliferative phase it is up to 11 millimeter, and in the secretory phase up to 16 millimeter. You can see both the masses. A third mass is also visible. You can see all three masses in the uterus. These are the fibroids. You can see a significant blood flow is seen in this mass. However, both the other two masses show a normal blood flow, but this mass shows increased blood flow, especially in the rim region. Now, the uterine fibroids most often appear on ultrasound as concentric, solid, hypoechoic masses. This appearance results from the prevailing muscle, which is observed at histological examination. These solid masses absorb sound waves and therefore cause a variable amount of acoustic shadowing. Many fibroids contain changes in genes that differ from those in normal uterine muscle cells. Estrogen and progesterone, two hormones that stimulate development of the uterine lining during each menstrual cycle in preparation for pregnancy, appear to promote the growth of the fibroids. Fibroids contain more estrogen and progesterone receptors than the normal uterine muscle cell do. Now, the uterine fibroids are non-cancerous growths of the uterus that often appear during childbearing age. Fibroids range in size from seedlings, undetectable by the human eye, to bulky masses that can distort and enlarge the uterus. Fibroids may be single or multiple ones. The uterine fibroids are generally harmless and often go away on their own. When symptoms occur, however, untreated fibroids can interfere with the person's quality of life and may lead to complications such as anemia. Homogeneous hyperechogenic masses in the uterine cavity on ultrasound are highly suggestive of abnormal polyps, but the myometrial echogenicity of uterine fibroids may vary and be hypoechogenic, isoechogenic, or hyperechogenic, or mixed, which depends on the size and nature of the fibroids. Now, the fibroids are almost always benign, not non-cancerous. Rarely less than 1 in 1000 is a cancerous fibroid. This is called leiomyosarcoma. Fibroids are abnormal growths that develop in or on the uterus. These tumors may become quite large and cause severe abdominal pain and heavy menstrual periods. In some cases, they cause no symptoms or symptoms at all. These fibroids are typically benign or non-cancerous. The cause of fibroid is unknown. Fibroid may be known as the following names: leiomyomas, myomas, uterine myomas, and fibromas. You can find some important information about the fibroids and the endometrial hyperplasia in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you do like this video, please click the like button. Thanks.